Hello everyone. My name is Virginia Rosenberg. I am an intuitive astrologer and sacred movement artist, currently based in Asheville, North Carolina, although I travel to many different places and offer workshops and one-on-one sessions. Please visit my website at www.heavenlybodieshealing.com to learn more and to book your session immediately. I was inspired to make a video today to share a little bit about why I do the work that I do, a little bit of that history, to try to give some context and also an encouragement if people do feel inspired to approach their healing through one-on-one sessions with me or through Koya or Qigong or some of the other sacred movement arts experiences that I enjoy leading people through. So a little bit about my reason for doing the work that I do is because something that's coming really clear to me as of late is that the scariest thing in the world is people's minds. The scariest thing in the world, the thing that we're all really up against right now as the source of a lot of poverty, violence, racism, all of these things stem from one area, which is the conditioning of people's minds. So my background is actually as an activist. I traveled to Tanzania in 2006 to live and work at an orphanage, and I was only 17 at the time, and while I was there I experienced an awakening that had to do with a splitting open of my perceptions of the world, because I was seeing the economic state of the area and picking up on these different clues in my environment that caused me to ask a lot of questions, mainly the question, what is going on in the world and why? Why is this happening? Why are there half-built houses everywhere? Why are there loads of Goodwill clothes from the United States of America in the marketplace set up, being sold for profit here in Tanzania? So I asked a lot of questions, and when I returned back to the States, I decided to enroll in studying post-colonialism as I went to college. So I was really interested in understanding why the world was the way that it was, and also trying to help and heal the conditions that were so disturbing to me that I was noticing in the environment. And what I came to after a long period of searching and discovery was that healing really begins within each individual, and that the power of healing lies intrinsically within each individual. So I did a lot of community service work, a lot of volunteer work, but I was finding myself up against a lot of bureaucratic policy and red tape that made me feel really inefficient and really ineffective in terms of creating change. So I realized that the biggest change that could take place would happen first in people's minds and people's hearts. And since then, I've been really devoted to different ways of changing my own mind and heart, particularly studying and practicing Taoist inner alchemy through internal martial arts for the past 5.5 years. And also have a background of being a lifelong dancer. So now what I offer is these one-on-one sessions looking at astrology, which is a map of your heart, your soul, your mind, your spirit, and also teaching movement classes that are really more about a community coming together to share their experience, to be witnessed, and also to witness other people, and to connect ourselves back to our bodies, connect ourselves back to our true mind, our natural mind, not the mind that came from enculturated education with miswritten history books, but the natural mind, the mind that emerges when we're camping, when we're hiking out in nature, the mind that emerges when we're celebrating, when we're finding ourselves in a state of gratitude, the mind that emerges when we're really offering ourselves to connectedness. So that's why that I do the work that I do, is because I'm really passionate about promoting connectedness, and connectedness is healing. My belief is that nature is healing, that we're made to heal, that our bodies are literally programmed to heal, and also that the oldest form of revolution and the oldest form of progress and healing is potentially movement. I chose astrology and movement as the mediums that I work with because they're ages and ages old, and they're efficient. They work. They work for me. These practices have been my lifeline. I would not be here on this planet, likely, if it wasn't for astrology, which gave me a context to understand things from the bigger lens and the natural perspective, and if it wasn't for movement, which makes me feel at home in my body. So that's a little bit about why I do the work that I do. And one thing I notice is that there are a lot of teachings and healing experiences that are available in this area where I live, Asheville, that really aren't home to a lot of diversity. And I just wanted to pose that the experiences that I teach are journeys, and I am the guide, but any class or any workshop or any session that you come to with me, it's really about you and your process and your experience. I don't care what background you are. I don't care what ethnicity or race you are. I don't care what gender you are, or if you have no gender specificity. I don't care what economic background you are. I'm always working with people for trades and sliding scale, if that's what feels appropriate. I'm more interested that you're coming to get an experience of connection with yourself and your true nature. And really want to encourage people of all backgrounds to come together in these ways where we get to witness and be witnessed by one another, and where we get to move our bodies together. Movement is incredible. Movement is liberation. Movement is revolution. Each one of us is in control of our own mind and heart and body to some extent, even if that just means that all you can do is blink your eyes or move your finger. Still, you have that power of mind and body connection. And that goes for all people, whether it's just an imagined mind-body connection to begin with, or whether it's a real felt sense experience mind-body connection, wherever you are and whoever you are, and however you're experiencing your mind-body connection, that's it. That's what I'm here to encourage people to do, is to experience a connection with themselves and to experience ownership over connection with themselves. So that's a little bit about why I do the work that I do. It is healing work, but really all it is it's an experience for you to come and connect with your body, connect with your natural mind, connect with your heart, and connect with other people while they're connecting with their selves. And there's something that goes on inside of a circle and inside of a community when we practice these connective experiences together. And honestly, that's where the real healing lies, because connecting with ourselves is very deep, but we can only go so far. And at the end of the day, what we really need to be doing is connecting with each other as we're connecting with ourselves. And I invite anyone who might feel called to please come and enjoy Koya, enjoy Qigong, enjoy the different movement experiences that I've put a lot of time in to offer you as a gift, because I want to learn from you, and I want to heal from you healing. As I heal, you heal. As you heal, I heal. As we come together to heal, we all heal, and this is how the world heals. And this has been my way of discovering how to heal this planet and this one Earth community from the inside out. So that's why I do what I do. That's why I offer what I offer. And I'm of the opinion that there's no time to waste. So if you're here on Earth right now, please just grasp the opportunity to get to know yourself, to connect with yourself, to connect with your heart and your mind, and to honor and connect with the hearts and the minds of other people around you. And as we come together to do these practices that are so ancient in rediscovering our own love and wisdom and removing the barriers between us, removing the layers of oppression and fear, which really only exist in the energetic scape and sometimes the physical scape of our bodies and our hearts and our minds. Let's come together to dissolve those. It's a lot easier and more fun than it might seem if we go about it from the inside out and come together to work on it collectively. Thank you.